Inventory management in large open yards represents unique challenges to many enterprises. The fact that an open yard is being used usually implies that items and volumes are large, locations are many, and that timely, effective inventory management is a complex endeavor. Age Steel operates several dispersed steel yards in the city of Dubai, UAE, and has first-hand experience of these issues. With multiple steel products, such as angles, plates, channels, pipes and beams, all coming in different sizes, grades and country of origin, identifying the location of a particular line item was a particularly vexing problem. Age operates a 650,000 square feet area of yard, storing over 20,000 bundles of steel at any single time. Our business need was to accurately identify a particular bundle of steel and its location by its type, size, grade and country of origin with a high degree of accuracy. Exponent Technology Services approached us with a radical approach, integrating an RFID reader with a drone and having it autonomously locate items within our yard that had been appropriately tagged on offloading. Being an unproven concept, Exponent agreed to bear all the R&D costs, and we agreed to make them our sole supplier of RFID and asset tracking solutions if they could meet our strict success criteria. Maximum automation in inventory counting. Minimal change to existing procedures. Minimum impact to existing offloading and loading processes. Minimum of 95% accuracy between physical and system inventories during any cycle count. Exponent explored using both active and passive technologies, but settled on active due to its greater range and reliability in signal location discrimination. This was done after extensive testing of multiple reader and tag combinations of both passive and active design architectures. Cost was a factor, as active tags were considerably more expensive than passive. But Exponent devised a typical use case scenario that would see the active tags reused multiple times, thus allowing the actual tag volume deployed to be significantly lower than volumes requiring throwaway passive tags. The end unit costs were comparable, but the benefits of active over passive were overwhelming. OmniID's P400 active tag was selected for use. Its co-integration with a passive tag also gave it significant extensible capabilities for our application. Once a day, at a pre-scheduled time, an unmanned aerial system, UAS, or drone, is prepped for a flight. Pre-flight checks take about 30 minutes. The actual inventory flight takes about 40 minutes to cover a 650,000 square feet area. After the pre-flight, the yard flight plan is uploaded and an autonomous flight is launched from the UAS control center located within our yard. A human pilot is on standby to take control in case of any emergency and land the UAS if required. As the flight proceeds, the UAS payload includes a payload and communications subsystem that reports back to Exponent's inventory control system that is then integrated with our ERP. We have access to both Exponent's inventory console and our ERP at our corporate HQ, located some 20 miles from the yard. During the course of its 40-minute flight, the drone can count and report back in real time via our yard Wi-Fi on over 20,000 items and their locations. Furthermore, using the 96-bit passive tag incorporated with OmniID's active tag, we can decode the product details, type, size, grade, and country of origin. The deployment site provided significant issues. The presence of large metal objects in significant volumes aided the scattering of the RFID signals and made location determination a challenge. Exponent solved this via the use of its internally developed proprietary software that combines unique aspects of the drone flight path and the RFID signal strength to determine its location within 5 square meters. The temperature of the yard especially in the summer, which can see temperatures in the 120 degrees plus Fahrenheit region, also proved to be a challenge for the RFID tags. Despite their rigid construction, high temperatures would result in a lower operational life of the tag's internal battery. This was solved by Exponent applying a special reflective white coating on the tags that has significantly enhanced their operational lifetimes while not interfering with its RF properties. Time frame from inception to completion was 9 months, based upon the fact that it was, to our knowledge, a first of its kind. Since that time, Exponent has been deploying the same solution in other facilities and has successfully deployed in 6 weeks, with the bulk of this time spent on back-end systems integration. So far, we have witnessed a remarkable increase in our yard productivity. Although not all items have been tagged, as we have made the business decision to only tag new incoming material and not existing stock, the number of misplaced items amongst tagged items has dropped to nearly zero. We are witnessing a 99.92% accuracy in product location reporting. The 0.08% errors have been attributed to GPS positional fix issues related to the drone and not associated with the RFID infrastructure. Exponent is investigating these issues and is close to eliminating even these. The average amount of time spent on locating tagged items is less than 3 minutes, compared to 37 minutes on non-tagged items. Yard staff productivity is up, as less time is spent on non-value-adding activities and more time is available for core functions. This has translated into us not having to hire additional staff, despite our yard volumes increasing by over 20% since the inception of the system. We now do more with less. Additional benefits we have seen from the system is the ability to track stock movements within the yard day to day. We have been able to more closely monitor staff behavior and to identify the reason for multiple stock movements and to understand their rationale. This allows us to control this activity and reduce the risk of stock damage by so many movements, while also helping reduce forklift fuel and usage costs. Most importantly, we have unparalleled visibility into our yard operations and at a far greater frequency than we could have expected. Exponent offered this solution to Age as a subscription-based service that saw Exponent staff operate the drone and report the RFID data to us on a daily basis, 5 days a week. So in effect, they converted this to an OPEX for us. Age Steel now pays a per tag per day charge based upon the number of tags deployed and attached to our products in the yard. In return, Age receives a comprehensive daily inventory tracking service that has proved its reliability to the 3 Sigma level, 99.9% and higher. We also have an on-demand service provision that allows us to request an inventory tracking flight with 60 minutes notice during normal business hours that can be used to locate a specific bundle of steel, size, grade, and/or shipment. This saved Age the considerable expense of having to invest in drone and RFID infrastructure and skills, and the ongoing investment required to prevent obsolescence. Exponent's unique approach to providing an end-to-end solution, RFID tags, drones, software and integration with our back-end systems, drone pilots and engineers, has translated into a significant increase in our operational effectiveness and competitiveness.